Hi, Shane here from Gillen Motorhomes down in Avoca, and I'm just going to do another one of my walk around videos of this newly arrived in Joa T75, or 75T I should say. Now this is a little bit of an unusual one. So this is a 2025 van, but it's never actually been used. It's brand new. It's still got all the wrapping and plastic and stuff like that on it. It was registered in early 2025 to get around emissions. If it wasn't registered later on, due to European rules, it couldn't be registered, so it had to be registered. I think it was registered in February of 2025. But the van, I should say, is brand new. There is some delivery miles on it, but it's never been used. Okay, it was registered for one day in Germany and then taken off the road again. So let me start at the beginning. As I said, it's built on the Citroen 2.2. As I said, I think it was registered in either January or February of 2025. So it's brand new. It's still covered on the manufacturer's warranty and all that. There's no problems there. That's all good. But as I said, it's never ever been used. So it's built on the Citroen. So for those people who do know or don't know, Peugeot, Citroen and Fiat all became the one company about two and a half years ago. So they're basically using almost identical parts in all the vans. So if you're buying a modern Peugeot now, or a modern Citroen, or a modern Fiat, they're likely going to be 99.9% the same. So they're all pretty much the same. Now, I've had a couple of these Joas before. I actually really like them. Joa, for those who are not familiar, would be the same as Corrado is to Heimer. So Joa is Pilote, the French brand, the very expensive French brand, I will ask, and as well, this is their entry-level vans. But why I like them is, you'll see now in a second, they sort of do it to quite a modern finish inside, and I really like it. Now, normally when I'm doing these vans, I put a few little bits and bobs in them and stuff like that, just to sort of half dress them. I haven't done it in this case because I wanted to show the van still has all the packaging on it, all like some of the trims have some plastic packaging on it, all the mattresses are still in plastic and stuff like that. So we haven't done this with this van. As I said, it's a brand new van. I suppose you could treat it like a pre-reg. That'd be the closest thing to it. Okay, so let's start. Let's get down the right hand side. Nicely finished. Straight away you're on to alloy wheels, which I love to see. Don't always get them, but nice thing to have. And I think they're on 16s if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 16s. Okay, so you come down the right hand side. Good wide hab door, electric step. Pretty much standard now. And then, as you can see, your outdoor light. There's no awning fitted, but if you want one, we have them and have fitted them before. They're quite easily done. Okay, now this layout is what I call the 2.5 beds. It's actually my personal favourite. So you'll see it more so when you're inside, but you do have quite a good sized garage. It's not as big as some garages, but you will get bikes in it. Now let's see if I can show you this. So there you go. We have got bikes in them before, but depending what you want it for, there's loads and loads of storage in them. Really nice. Okay, and again, I hope it comes across in the video. It's never been used. There isn't a mark in there. Like it is brand new, and it actually still smells new, which is great. Now we shall close that over. I'm going to step back here. A little bit of a dark day here today, and I parked it a bit close to the fence, but that's my own stupid fault. So as you can see, there's loads of room for a bike rack if you want one fitted. Depends on what you want. As I said, you can get bikes into the back of that. We have done that before, but you might want a bike rack on the back of this. This is the newer style finish on the back of these. Again, really nice, quite modern. You have to see the next bit in the flesh. But up there, Joa fit a really nice reversing camera on these vans. Again, it's a bit dark here today, so apologies. Now I'm going to step back here and we'll step back from the van again. Double entry door on that side. Now the gas locker, I'm not sure if this is open. No, it's locked. So the gas locker is inside here. So you don't have a full size double entry. You can probably see it from the previous video. But again, you still do have access from both sides. Then all the normal stuff. So toilet, water fill, and then you're just round to the left hand side. Okay, now, so that's a very quick walk around of the outside. I'm going to step back a little bit further so you can see, possibly. As I said, it's brand new. It's never been used. It's got some delivery mileage from me collecting it. But apart from that, it's, you know, it's so nice. Now, I'm going to pause here and then we'll go inside and take a quick look at the layout. Okay, so here we are inside. And we're going to start down in the rear sleeping area. So, I love this type of layout. I call it, I don't know what the actual technical name for it is, but it's a 2.5 bed. So it's got that infill cushion in there that you can see. When you're sleeping in that bed, okay, like that, it feels like you're lying in a big double bed. It's so nice, okay. Underneath you have hanging space, both that side and over that side. But it's so easy to get in and out of, and that's why I really like it. You've plenty of room underneath the beds for more storage. Again, you have lockers overhead for more storage, and there you go. That is my favorite. It's my personal favorite layout. A lot of people like the island beds, and I do like the island beds as well, but I just find this gives you I'm not a small chap. This gives you the biggest feeling of space when you're lying in bed, and that's why I like it. So I'm going to move forward here and I'll turn around and I'll show you the view coming back, because it makes it a little bit more understanding how the layout is. So there's the bed, and there is your toilet and shower. I love this very clever little combo. So there's the shower, and there you go. And to convert it, real clever space saving, you just move that little catch up there, slide the wall over, and in she goes. Hang on. Oh, catching on the hose. Give me 1 second there. There we go. And there she goes. So now you have a separate toilet and shower. Realistically, it's a great use of space, but because how often are you going to use the shower? You're going to use the toilet and sink very regularly, but the shower, you know, that's not something. So this way there's no compromise. You have a lovely space. As I said, I'm going to show you now. This van has never been used. I'm going to show you very quickly. The packing tape is still on everything. The cover plastics still on all the mattresses. There's packing tape still on the floor here to, you know, when you get them from brand new. There's little bits of that all. Obviously we're going to take that all off before it goes out, but it just, as I said, it's a brand new van. It's never been used. So since we've done that, you can separate the bedroom off. There's a blind there that pulls across over to here, so if you're using the shower and that, but it feels nice and airy and spacious. That won't come across in the video, but it is really, really good, and it's really, really spacious. And I've had that comment a few times. I've had quite a few of these models before, and everyone seems to love it. So moving back to the kitchen, so there we go. First things, you have a large 3-way Dometic fridge freezer. Again, it's brand new. Okay, you've loads of storage in the kitchen under the fridge there, and 3 large drawers. I'm going to open one of these drawers. You'll see, absolutely brand new, never been used. Really nice. Again, you have a sink here, and you have a Dometic burner. Okay, so all pretty standard stuff. Now I'm going to move back around to the living area. This is a 5 berth, 5 bed. So this living area here, that table can push down and you can move the cushions around. Actually, I think the cushions are in the garage. That will make up an extra bed. It'd be a small double or a nice generous size single. You have your electric drop down bed here, which you get into it via a ladder. Again, all the plastic still on the bed, and there's the ladder. So we'll pop that back up, and quite nicely it's got 5 belts as well. So pop that up, and there we go. Hang on. Now I'm gonna pop. Hang on. Okay, so there's that back up. Now, as I said, you've got a seat here. Now there's no belt over here, but it's a nice big wide seat. I'm going to move forward, actually, you'll see it a bit better. And then you have a rear facing seat belt here, and then 2 normal seat belts here. That center section lifts out, but this section here, if I can show you, hang on, this moves and swivels and all that good stuff. So there you go, you can see, you know, there's different ways you can have that and stuff like that. So it's finished in a cloth finish. Now some people are very adamant they want the faux leather. I like this because you can take them off and you can machine wash them. There's zips on them, and particularly when you're away somewhere foreign and it's very hot, the faux leather can get a bit hot and sticky. This one doesn't, obviously, because it's cloth, but it's removable and it's machine washable. There is an advantage of that, particularly when you have kids. Okay, now, so that's a very quick walk around there. I'm going to pause one more time, and then I'm going to go up to the front area. So here we are up in the front driver's section. Again, it's got all the normal stuff. Now it doesn't have built-in blinds, but it does have a nice wraparound curtain. So these are captain's chairs. These will turn as well. Like if you turn these captain's chairs with all the seating behind you and the big sort of small cushion, or I should say sofa to your right, you will comfortably seat 5, 6, 7 people. It's so airy here. That's something that needs to be seen to be appreciated, but really nice. So it's got all the mod cons: cruise control, cab aircon, and Pilote used this head unit. It's really nice. It's got a lovely big wide angle reversing camera, but you can plug your phone in. It'll do Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, so as you're driving along it'll do all that for you. So the van needs very little. Okay, you might want to put an awning or a bike rack on it. We can look after all that, as I said, but the van is brand new. It's never ever been used in anger, which is really nice to know. So as I said, it's a normal car license. It's 7.4 meters long, left-hand drive, but as I said, the real good thing about this is the nearest I can describe to it is it's a demo vehicle. It's never been used. So I hope that concludes the video. I'm going to pause now quickly, and I'll go outside and I'll just wrap up. Now, so that concludes the video for this 2025 Joa Camp 75T. So just to summarize again, it's a 5-bed, 5-belt motorhome, 7.4 meters long. It's a normal car license, and as I said, this van has never ever been used. There is a little bit of delivery mileage on it, alright, but it's never actually been used. So it's still covered by manufacturer's warranty and all that, but we can sort all that out. Okay, as I said, thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, perhaps you might think of giving us a like or a thumbs up or whatever that is. Or if this van isn't for you, maybe you would consider subscribing to the channel, because when we get new vans in, this is normally the first place we put them up, is up on YouTube. So whether you're looking for a van, maybe you just want to look at different models, maybe you just like looking at motorhomes and camper vans, Who knows? But look, maybe you give us a like, or consider subscribing to the channel. So that's it. As always, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please give us a shout in the garage, 085 810 9930, and thanks for watching.